The famous painter Picasso once said that every child is an artist, but when you grow up, you don't be one. But we are lucky enough that our society is not still accepting such artists because they say that artists are born and not made. Haalo is very thankful to a person like Ma'am Priyanka Maheshwari, who's just not being an artist but bringing upcoming art and art field. She is the founder of Colorbox, and we are very thankful that she gave us her own time to speak about Colorbox and her experience. Welcome to the show, Priyanka ma'am. My first question to you is do you think artists are born?
I think every child is born as an artist. So yeah, there's not such a special breed of artists that are born. Every child is an artist when they are born first. Yeah.
Can you tell us something about your journey of being an artist?
I've had my formal art education. I did my bachelor's in fine arts, and ever since then it's been a long journey.
How was the reaction at home when you said that you want to be an artist?
There was no announcement because probably my parents knew from my childhood that this is what I'm going to be taking up as my career in future, because that's all that I did all my childhood.
Oh, that's lovely. So when did Colorbox came in your life?
It's just about 3 years old now. Colorbox is 3 years old, and ever since then, yeah, it's come a long way.
It's a long way, yes. Why do you name it Colorbox? I should rather say it magical box.
Thank you for that. But yes, because as you know, it's all about colors, creativity, and magic going on together. So this was the only, or probably the first name that came to my mind.
How difficult it is to be an artist or a teacher?
I've been balancing my life as an artist and as a tutor and as a mother from quite some time now, so it's not been easy, definitely.
Is it a stressful job?
I wouldn't say stressful, but it's very meaningful, and it's a lot of things happening together, so yeah.
And now see, Jaipur is growing, it is getting into a metropolitan city. We have a lot of art and art galleries. How different is Colorbox?
I've been thinking on this for quite some time, even before Colorbox came into being, that it was all about educating somebody with a preconception of, understanding art, or at least having a base knowledge or interest. But Colorbox has done something really very different to the city. That is, I have students who have no art background, who didn't even know that they could ever be artists. There have been parents of our own students who just came to us randomly and said that I love what you do and I want to be a part of it. And we inculcated and nurtured their love for creativity. So before they joined Colorbox, they would just look at a painting and maybe say wow, but they didn't know that they could do it themselves. So that's how Colorbox
is.
That's
an achievement.
Yes.
That's lovely. You help your children to prepare for national big colleges and universities abroad also. But do you think it's very difficult to convince today's time parents also for subjects like fashion designing, jewelry designing? And bringing up for the portfolio is a big task. How do you manage that?
Yes, it is still a big task, however said and done. We are still living in a world where art is not considered as a serious career, and that is my most difficult time, when I have to convince them that no, let your child just do what they want to do. And my experience tells me that it's not only in India but internationally, art and humanities is still considered in the lowest in the list as your career. Yes, it's a hard truth. But if you come to see of it, all engineers, innovations, research, development, it all begins with creativity. But every parent wants their child to do well, make money, have a good standard of living in future. So they do push them, but times have changed. They have to agree to what the children have to say and what they want to do, but they don't do it very willingly or happily. Not all of them.
Oh, that's sad. How supportive your husband is?
He's been my mentor, my godfather into what I was doing. So it's because of him that I'm doing what I am doing today. And he's my babysitter when I'm at work. So he's been there all the time.
And how supportive your children are?
My children throw tantrums when I'm not back home on time. So
Okay.
they try to accommodate my schedules with theirs, but
They do miss you?
yeah, they do miss me, and they are very vocal about it.
Oh, nice. So are they not artists? Don't they paint?
No, not both of them. I have two boys.
Okay.
One is just not into art and colors, so I really don't know what he's going to make a future of. My younger one is more interested in robotics and
That's
more
also creative.
technological base, so maybe he's got it from me.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm going to take the credit.
Yeah, you must. The creativity runs in that thing.
Yeah.
So tell me something about the future of Colorbox. Where do you think Colorbox is going to go?
I can already, I dream of having Colorbox name spread internationally. We are doing some, we are consulting a lot of students abroad, mainly Dubai for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to see this everywhere because art and art education is pretty much same in every country. It's just about how you make people understand what it's all about.
Like we've seen abroad, there are so many art galleries in London, Paris, Italy. We don't have something like that.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because that's why the students of our country are not exposed or they don't have their aesthetic sense stimulated that much. We are only taught about the major five senses that we have, but humans are born with the aesthetic sense as well. You can discern between like what you see and you can say like wow and so on, but very few children or even adults are able to identify that. And once you do, you don't always have to paint. That's what I tell my students and parents, that to be able to appreciate art, you don't always have to paint yourself, but at least value what the other person has to give or what our masters have given in the past, or even appreciate the caves of Ajanta, Ellora.
And because I think we are more into art if we see, our history.
Yes.
We were stronger than any other place.
Yeah, and that's where we have deteriorated. In fact, our ancestors were more into art and design
Culture
and
and
culture.
design.
Yes, and it's time we put these things in front of our kids so that they can value and create more things which in future, maybe 200 years or 300 years later from now, can look at the works that our students are doing today. That's what I tell them all the time in the class. You're already making history, you maybe not be aware of that.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm sure they will. Do you think there is an age for being an artist?
Actually, no, not at all. I have students at Colorbox aging between 6 years to 60 years now, yeah.
So you have grandparents coming?
Yes, and they were the same grandparents who were actually just coming to drop off their, child, and they decided to join an art class. So many of them are doing sculptures and carving and whatnot.
And they must be amazing.
Yeah.
So basically you have an age group of, from 6 to 60. So basically there is a generation sitting together and doing the same job.
Yes, we don't have generations being sitting in sections, but it's according to your skill level that you sit together. So you can have a 6-year-old sitting with a 60-year-old having the same amount of skills.
And sharing the colors?
Yes.
Oh, the sharing is still there?
Yes, it's very much there.
Okay. Have any of your students made a mark in this field till now?
Yes, actually, I have a student who's studying in US. He's still studying, and he's working for companies like Disney and Pixar.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
That's a big achievement.
yes, and he gets paid handsomely for the kind of illustrations that he's making. So he's doing a great job.
You must be a proud teacher.
Yes, surely.
So are you a good teacher or a good artist?
I'm trying to create a balance between the both.
Okay, what do you enjoy the most?
Teaching.
Teaching? Okay. So now we come to the rapid fire round. We will have some questions and you have to quickly answer them.
Okay.
Okay. Art according to you is?
Create.
Given a choice, which color will you give Pink City and why?
Orange.
And why?
Maybe because it's the color of vibrance, energy.
Things you always carry?
Uh, my mobile phone.
Do you dream in colors?
Yes.
Which?
All of them.
Bright or light?
Bright.
What color mean to you?
Color means to me everything. If you cut my veins, so probably you'll find colors flowing out instead of blood.
What is the color of life?
Color of life. All of them.
Your biggest disappointment?
Disappointment. Not being able to paint a lot
Your biggest achievement?
is yet to come.
Your first student name was?
Shivika.
Colorbox is a place, fill in the blank.
Aha. Of utter chaos.
Okay, so now we are going to be doing colors with Bollywood. So I'll give you the name of the movie and you have to guess what color actor and actresses were wearing in that scene.
Okay.
What was Kajol wearing when she meets Shah Rukh Khan in Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge in the farm?
White.
Good. Which color dress was Kareena Kapoor wearing in the movie Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum in the song My Sonia?
Pink.
No, it was red. What was the background of the movie Savarya, a debut movie of Ranbir Kapoor and Sonam Kapoor?
Blue.
Yes, it was blue and black.
Okay.
In the song Jai Shri Shankar, Mumtaz is wearing which color dress?
Orange.
Correct.
I don't know how I remember that.
Mastani Ho Gayi song, what was Deepika Padukone's dress color?
Black.
No, gold.
Okay.
In the movie Ram Leela, what was the item song in Priyanka Chopra was wearing, the color dress?
White.
Yeah, correct. It was
Really?
white.
Okay.
So we end our show with beautiful rapid fire round. It was a great time with Ma'am Priyanka, and Jaipur is known for colors, but people like them are making prettier. I'm very thankful to our wardrobe courtesy, Pranjana by Kirti Beth.